everybody, I wanted to share a review on a website I just found out about called Dollarbead, singular, dollarbead.com. Most of their products are $1 or below. So I wanted to go ahead and check it out, get some products ordered, and use beads for my resin charms. Wanted to share this information with you guys in case you're looking for some beads for resin charms, keychains, any typical beadwork, so on and so forth. I will say that the website doesn't have too much in the selection of like artisan beads or lamp work beads or a lot of shaped beads. But if you need basic beads like glass round pearl or some solid opaque colors, some of the crackle beads, then this is a pretty good place to go to. Shipping for most of the products is about $5.95 for flat rate, so not too bad. I had spent approximately $27, that's including the shipping, for all of the goodies that you see here, and this will go a long way for me with a lot of my resin charms, necklace making, things like that. So let's go ahead and get into it. Wanted to share the colors, what you get versus what you see on the website. First, I ordered some of these open bezel flower pendants. I'll link in the description box below, and forgive me, I can't remember the YouTuber's name right now, but she had done a really cool resin tutorial where she put masking tape on the back of this exact same pendant and she filled it with different colored glitter resins. So I've been searching for this pendant for a while so I could make one for my best friend. So these were really cool. These were about 50 cents a piece. And then let's go ahead and get into some of the beads. I'll start with the cat's eye. Whoops. Cat's eye is about $1 a strand. Most of these are all 10mm size beads. This is the light blue. Pretty true to what you see on the website, really pretty color. I'm not sure that the camera's gonna pick it up very well, but it does have really good striations, like cat's eye should. And then we'll get into some of the crackle beads. This is the light red crackle. I would say it's more of a really dark pink, and again, my camera might not pick these colors up very true from what I'm seeing in person with my lighting, but it's more of a very dark pink than an actual light red, but still pretty. Lots of really good crackle to it. And then I ordered some dark blue crackle beads. And at first I didn't realize these were the crackle beads until I really started staring. But these are super pigmented, super dyed. You can just barely pick out the cracking inside of it. This is a super royal blue. It kind of looks like it's coming up as maybe a purplish on my camera, but this is a very true royal blue. The crackle beads were about 60 cents a strand. And then on their website, if you go into they call it their holiday or seasons section, then you get, this looks like paint splattered type beads, but this here is called the autumn leaves, I believe. So it's just got red and yellow paint splotches all over it. All of the beads seem to be pretty uniform in size, at least on these two strands. The seasonal, excuse me, the seasonal beads are about 60 cents a strand as well. I also picked up what they call their Halloween strands, so it's just got black and orange paint splatter all over it. They also offer some fire polished beads. So here are some red AB, Aurora Borealis fire polished beads. I'm always a fan of AB beads just because I like the iridescence to them. These are about $1 a strand. And I ordered the light green fire polished beads. If you go to their website, and I'm gonna drop them an email so they know, if you're going on pictures alone, make sure you read what you're getting, because I went on picture alone like an idiot, and I thought I was getting the AB light green. And and they sent me just the regular light green. Still pretty, still gonna use it. Not too much of a big deal for me, but make sure you double check. They have the description and the pictures reversed on their website. And then we have, now these are from their clearance section, like 25 cents to 50-cent strands. These are all just pure crystal crackled beads. Now this part I find a little bit kind of like false advertising on their website. I'm not going to complain too much, but these are a non-returnable, no exchange, final sales part of their website. But on the picture it had a nice blue, and even the description says that it goes from a blue dyed bead ombreing into crystal. And all I got was 100% crystal. So not too happy about it. I'll still use it. I would have liked to have had some of the blues. So just be aware of that if you go to that clearance area. I ordered the same thing again in 12 millimeter. Now I don't know if you can tell, again with my lighting and the fact that I have a blue background here, but this was also supposed to be the blue to crystal ombre. And can you see the difference a little bit? These are the crystal, and there's just the tiniest hint of blue on this one. And some of the beads aren't even cracked. They're still just solidarity of glass. So the blue on here, it kind of, I want to say like a really light denim type color. It's not altogether that pretty in person, but at least in my opinion. So again, be careful if you get the clearanced ombre blue to crystal. We'll get into the opaques. They call these the school colors. And this is the yellow gold school color. It's just a solid opaque, no iridescence, no pearly look to it or anything. These were about 65 cents a strand. And it's not a huge deal to me, but you can see where the painting, you still see the, if my camera would focus here, you still see the white around the hole of the bead. That doesn't bother me. Some of my crafting friends, that really bothers them, so just be aware of that. So it's a nice, more of a butter yellow in my opinion than a yellow gold, but still pretty. And then I ordered the team colors in red. It's a nice red. And again, the dye job on them, you still see the white around the holes, and it kind of gives a little bit of a pinky into red ombre with the way they did the dye, but not a big deal for me. And again, about 65 cents a strand. And then I ordered the royal blue in the team ombre, or the team colors. And not really a royal blue in my opinion, more of a denimish blue. A lot of the beads on this strand in particular, kind of, it's not uniform in color. It's a little splotchy. Still be able to use it, but you know, kind of heads up on that. And I'm not going to complain too much because, you know, 65 cents to $1 a strand, please, you know, it's cheaper than when you go to the craft store. So I'm not expecting Tiffany's, you know, or anything like that. And then let's get into my favorite part of the products that they provide, and I think what really makes this the better deal on the website. And if you go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby, if you get any of the glass pearl beads, you're usually spending $1.99, upwards of, you know, $3.99 a strand for what, 10 beads? These were all $1 a strand. No, I'm sorry, these were all 60 cents a strand. So really worth it in my opinion, especially if you're either trying to start your bead collection or just replace some beads. I will say that, I don't know if you can see on this one, I'll put it out right here, some of the beads are not fully rounded. See how that one's concaved a little bit? So again, not going to complain too much for 65 cents a strand. But, excuse me, this is the yellow gold in the glass pearl. I'm sorry, the, yeah, no, I'm right, yellow gold. Again, 10 millimeter. And then from the yellow gold, we're going into mink. It's a more of a cocoa brownish color. On the website, it had more of a purple brown type look to it. I don't really see any purple tones to this. So like a light cocoa brown. And then we're going into bubblegum pink. Now this one is right in your face pink. In person it's got almost more of a neonish. So if you're looking for like the pale bubblegum pink, this is not your alley. I would go for their pale pink on their website instead. This to me is more of a hot pink or getting pretty close to a fuchsia. It's real fun though, I'm not gonna lie. And then we have pale gold. From pale gold we go to mint green. Very pretty, pastelish mint green. And then we go into their regular green. Again, a little bit on the lighter side, a little bit more pastelish, but that's okay. They also have another green on their website called apple green. Might want to check that out if you want a little bit of a darker tone. Or we're going to go into purple. And see, like this bead right here looks like it's dented in. I don't know if you guys can see that, the sheen of my light here. Excuse me. And then from purple we go into rich blue. We have buttercup. This is actually such a really pretty pale yellow. It's just a real nice color. It strikes me. Yellow's not typically in my color wheel, but this really strikes me. I like this one. The picture on the website does not do this color justice when you see it in person. And then from the buttercup we have light bronze. It's got more of a pumpkin look from, you know, my taste, but still pretty. And of course colors are, you know, sometimes subjective, right? Sometimes. Okay, and then we have hazelnut. And then we have deep red. And then the last strand that I purchased on the website, they call it crimson. And again, the picture on the website looked more of a red purple. But to me, this just looks like a grape. I don't know why they called this crimson, to be quite honest. Like a, I don't know, a grape wine type color, but pretty. And again, all of the glass pearlized beads were about 60 cents a strand. The crackle beads were about a, oh, what did I say they were? Let me refer to my trusty sheet here. Excuse me, those were 60 cents a strand. The cat's eye was $1 a strand. The floral pendant was 50 cents per. This is really worth it. It's taken me a while to find this one. So, and shipping, you guys, super quick. I had ordered this on a Sunday evening. Today is Wednesday, arrived to my door today. So I'm not gonna complain about shipping. They can wrap everything a little bit better. I did have another strand of this one that was supposed to be the blue to crystal ombre, and it was completely shattered. All the beads were cracked, lots of glass shards and everything in the package. It was a non-bubbled mailer, and they just took some really thin cardboard and sandwiched all of the beads in between that cardboard and left it as is. So not very protective when they're shipping glass beads. So 2 other people I know that have ordered from them have received damaged products, so kind of be on the lookout for that. But again, for 60 cents a strand, $1 a strand, nothing's over $1. if you're starting your bead collection, working to build up your bead collection, this is a good place to go. I would recommend them. Thanks for sitting and watching this with me. Hopefully you guys found some of these pretty enough to go and want to investigate that website and use for your resin charms or your bead making. I love the autumn ones. These are awesome. Okay, thanks guys. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I promise next video will not be a review or an unboxing. It'll be an actual craft tutorial. Thanks for hanging in there with me, and I hope y'all have a good one. Bye.